afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda here of Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're up here to the exciting 1 vs 1 on Languedoc Scale. Between the south, you got here SCC Macos fighting for the Soviet Union and the 4th Tank Corps, versus in the north, you got MCA Max here fighting for the Wehrmacht, Deutschland. In the Kampfgruppe von Sauken, here with Ostrom leading the way, pulled in from a nearby Sicherungsdivision to form up the initial front line as the Russian war machine charges onwards. Ostrom MG42s here got bullets for MG42s and Panzer Grenadiers versus Macos here with Reserve Army, Shock Army, and Guard Mode Coordination Tactics rolling into the bulletins. That's turning up there for quite a few upgrades for the conscripts themselves with submachine guns and other things there. Of course, there's then sort of different things can work alongside them. Either parts and tank hunters, artillery, or more artillery, but also shock troopers. And of course, you could also just go guards rifle, go for T-35s, guardsmen, and other bits. There's certainly a few options there for Macos. MCA Max, of course, they're going for sort of an trying to push for an early advantage here with the Ostrom grabbing out territory there, sort of trying to stall down his opponent and bleed him out in a war of attrition that favours Deutschland. More conscripts there are on the way for Macos. But many Eastern Europeans did serve in the German army in different capacities. Some as labourers to increase as the war progressed, even though once they sort of served as frontline troops and moved in towards that element as they were deemed less reliable, but infantry divisions and so on there. Some even served as cavalry. As a fun fact there, that there weren't any really in armour. There were only a few sort of attempts to create full infantry divisions with them. You had the Russian Liberation Army, and there were a few SS divisions actually formed around some of them as well. One Russian and one Belarusian, I think. Fun facts there, though the Russian one really didn't have a pretty history, and I think the Germans shut that one pretty down hard after Warsaw. And the Russian Liberation Army itself basically rebelled around 1945 and then sort of got cut down by the Russians. We've got 3 Ostrom here, 1 Pioneer MG42. They've got sort of pushed here from the west and east side there, so far pretty standard split. Then we've got a pretty aggressive move here from Max with the Pioneers and the MG42 sitting up around here, the corner house, trying to sort of dominate the area. We've got conscripts with those sandbags defending the core point there valiantly. Got engineers to sneak up all behind this, going for the core point. Very well played there, trying to take advantage of Max's own aggressive play to go for his own core point. Very nice turnaround there. They've got the Ostrom doubling back to the counter-attack here to defend the point. For the Vaterland. Conscious there, being suppressed, pushed back. We got a support company up here. Could go for an early mortar, then sort of trying to deal with the MG42 inside there. Smoke it, rush it with flamethrowers, smoke it, rush it with Molotovs, or just grenade it. I mean, there's certainly a few options there for Macos, which just keeps now reinforcing the area here. Of course, the Ostrom moving in from both sides here. The troops here will quickly use that momentum. Unless you can somehow quickly deal with the Ostrom there in some fashion, it's just going to bleed out here. But still, it has some effect. They'd also leave other parts of the map there open, so it actually serves as quite a nice diversion as well. Meanwhile, as MG42 is keeping Macos from moving freely here, he's at the same time pushing up for the fuel pump. Very nicely done there, Constantly up engaging the Ostrom out in the open. There we go, pushing the back, and there we go. We do have the mortar on the way for Macos and the 4th Tank Corps. Constantly moving towards these there. Constantly push back, engineers reinforcing. Mortar almost done, fighting here for the cut-off point. There you go, got flame for engineers, just defending fuel point in time. In this case, I mean, he's got a flamethrower. It actually just suggests him using the mortar to lay down the smoke barrage on the MG42, rushing up the flamethrower and then burning it out there. That's going to be a lot more faster and efficient than just trying to bombard it with a mortar. I mean, you can certainly do it over a longer period of time, but generally just smoke it, rush up a flamethrower. That's a very effective tactic for flashing out any machine gun from a building. Of course, have to see what Macos does, but I do feel like, it's worth pointing out there. I've certainly seen some high-ranking players make good use of that tactic. There you go, mortar firing, and it is not smoke. In fact, we've got the engineers moving up there, and again getting suppressed. But the MG42 also going for the core point, so there we go, bombarding, and again, it's going to take some time. In this case, it does force the MG42 out. And again, smoke might also have it, but again, it would have prevented the MG42 from easily just firing from within the vicinity of the house. Further fighting in the east, constantly going for the fuel point, getting surrounded here by Ostrom and with more Pioneers coming in. We got a light Meganist company up here, so Max has take up with 3 Ostrom, 1 MG42, and then sort of later getting more Pioneers. 2 to 2 following up here. There we go, engineers flanking in, getting behind here the MG42 and the Ostrom with the flamethrower inside the building, getting some damage in the MG42, and that's going to push it away. Mortar there doing a bit more damage. There you go. German infantry falling back in the face of the Russian assault, onslaught. And there we go. We got the 222 up there. Leichte Panzerspeerwagen rolling down the road. Grabbing territory there. Conscripts moving out. 222 setting out as well.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Field infantry up here for Macos, helping reinforce troops. Moving down there, sandbags being set up there. In this case, they're getting caught by the 2-2 prevents them pretty much from doing that. They're suffering really grim losses. No Molotovs, by the way, here for Macos. I mean, considering the heavy Ostrom play, though, from MC Max, well, actually not too heavy, but still notable. I mean, Molotovs would be a good way of sort of denying them access to their cover without, you know, suffering a lot of losses there. So, I mean, that could be a good move there for Macos to consider. And what you want to do, you want the Austrian to not be able to fight in the natural environment, and in that sense, Molotovs are great for it. Good mortar hit there, really took out a chunk of them, even them splatter all across the ground there. Pioneers from down the western side there. Banker up, troops reinforcing. 222 firing away, conscripts falling back. Mortar slowly gaining an adventure G1. Needs to defend the CoH point. We see that Macos is a bit worried about it. We have an anti-tank grenade. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So, Super Ceremony versus Osttruppen. Certainly opens up here for rapid conscription, but also submachine guns. A pretty potent upgrade there for the conscripts. Parts and tank hunters could be used in catch the 222. And, I mean, there's also the option for artillery down the way then, sort of just blasting really big holes into the German lines with 152mm howitzer. Point in the west there being grabbed by some pioneers. Good aggressive play there by Max. Mortar sometime away there from their 2-1 conscripts flanking in there. At the same time, they got more troops moving towards here. But he's actually hoping to bait out the 222, knowing that's going to be one of the best methods of actually reaching the conscripts, getting them close to the buildings, then popping the parts of tank hunters. I mean, that would be a pretty neat move there if that's what Macos was planning. I mean, it's certainly one of the better ways. In particular, because I'm pretty sure here that Max at the moment doesn't know what doctrine is gone, and so might not consider parts of tank hunters a possibility at all. Mortar there firing away, trying to get the info 2. Mortar there, standing a bit about, and there go parts of tank hunters appear from the rear, and Sergei misses pretty terribly. Mortar a bit of trouble, they need to be careful, got conscripts moving up there into a tank grenade. Damage engine, Mortar needs to fall back. There you go. Almost got it, almost got the 222 low on health force from flanking in. We got a pack 40 on the way there from Max, worrying about Macos getting armor up. Moving up the tank hunters, and there we go. 222 is down. That's going to be a bit of loss there for Max, losing a very mobile element that could always contain Max nicely. And in the west, we see the pioneers going down to the engineers. Now the casualties are really beginning to pile up there for Max and the Wehrmacht. The Sperrverbände von Sauken a bit in trouble there. Named after Dietrich von Sauken, a German general from Prussia. He was known as one of the few people who could actually intimidate the Führer. And we're talking in the late stages of the war, where he was basically the one just pulling everybody about. Which rather makes him a bit of a unique man. And he looked every bit the East Prussian aristocrat, by the way. Still, we're seeing here that Max is now being pushed on the back foot here by Macos' rapid counter-attack. We got submachines being out there. There's a conscript, the PP-841, ever potent and ever mass-produced. Panzer Grenadier there on the way for Max, though, adding some tougher infantry. That's good. A lot of players tend to just play around with the Osttruppen, in particular when the enemy's infantry is getting upgraded. In that case, they sort of tend to fail out there. But in this case, Max is playing a bit smarter than that. He's actually bringing up tougher infantry that can actually fight better than the Osttruppen in the longer run. So that's well played there by Max. And definitely deserves being pointed out there. Field gun on the way for Macos, worried about enemy armor and vehicles. Going for the CoH on there with the conscripts water. Having a quick look with their submachine guns. Hostile moving up. Pushing up the west side there with some engineers. Hoorah! Kill as many fascists as you can! Though it would be easier if they were in the open like us. Perhaps they're finding out Ostrom doing the best they can there to deal with the Marxists. A few shots fired here and there. Mortar fire going down there, moving up close. Again, mortar with a nice little junction with a bit of smoke. It seems like here Macos is not too keen on smoke screens. Perhaps he had a bad experience with a smoke screen when he was young. Who knows? Maxim could of course also consider trench. I mean, we haven't seen a single Molotov, so I mean, a few well-placed trenches could actually be quite potent there versus Macos, in particular beginning to bring up a lot of submachine guns. There you go, country pushed back here by Panzer Grenadier and Ostrom, and before to the help from the north as well. Could see a wipe there, in fact, and Tort. The fighter Fritz saw it through. Alongside his men. Ostrom there as engineers. Falls in there. Engineers holding up here with a flamethrower, but can't quite go into range. No tech update yet from Macos, so he's got the resource active for Tango Tank Command. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for it. Mortar keeps trying away there. Trying to deal with the Panzer Gunners here. Not with him before two, tries to intend the armor piercing rounds. Again, smoke in here. Could have lost an engineers just walk up to it, instead engage the Panzer Gunners out in the open, which is about as poor as you can get. Well, not as you can get, pretty poor idea. But there you go, perhaps they're in a diversion. Either way, you got Concentrate just charging in, then from behind the Panzer Grenadiers and quickly pushing them off the field. No chance of halting that much firepower at close quarters. Going for the point here again, we got constant rush on the western side, even as he's sort of engaging Macos here on the eastern side primarily. So even if he's losing a bit of ground, he's gaining valuable ground in the west. So decently played there by Max. Concentrate holding up in the centre. Being suppressed there by the MU-42. Mortar moving up, fine there. Again, a bit of smoke would do him wonders. If he had a Molotov, that is. Oh, wait. Ultimately finding where's the conscripts. Got moving ahead there with the submachine guns. Flashing them out. And the West Pioneers grabbing territory then. There we go. Tiger Tank Command going up there for Macos. Armour is on the way to save the day. Meanwhile, back at base here, we do see that Max is actually taken up as well. In fact, I'm surprised that Macos has been selecting taking up himself, going for the tank and the command. In theory, I mean, Macos is already going for the support armor core now, so he wouldn't be able to get on the Panzers soon. T-70 in the way there for Macos. He's got plenty of munitions too. He could actually go for air half-track to support it, and that would really do a lot of damage to Max's troops, since he's only got a single pack 40. If he spots it out, then the T-70 could draw fire, then the half-track could sort of flank in, cleared out in a matter of seconds.
Supply lines have been cut.
Also nice telemine there from Max. He's actually going double T-70. That's really rare. I don't actually know why. It's actually really effective. If you sort of can manage it correctly, since you just then got a lot of sort of anti-infantry firepower, you sort of punish your opponent correctly in the sort of time before your opponent can bring out some medium armor. By the time he does have some medium armor out, the T-70s will actually carve a huge chunk out of your opponent, perhaps giving you an advantage in that sense. Perhaps even wiping some other units. We got rapid conscription as well. Macos here getting really aggressive, more aggressive than I'm used to seeing most players go here. Double T-70s, rapid conscription, just charging head on there. We see here he's getting really confident. Again, a well-handled pair of T-70s can be devastating. Can be saying it's a bit expensive again, but if you play it correctly, you'll basically be able to use it to make a really good advantage and sort of carve out large chunks of the opponent. But so far, he's not playing it as aggressively as you think he would.
T-70 light tank has arrived.
There you go, second T-70 light tank out there for Macos. No support armor core yet for Max. That's so far working out there for him. Panzer Grenadier falling back, perhaps hearing the rumble of engines in the distance. Still no contrast there so far given here to him. We got demo charges in the centre. Good spot there, good spot there. He's engaging Panzer Grenadier. And 40 misses. Oh dear. He should actually, I think, just move ahead there and try to get out of the arc of fire instead of staying within it. Once he could sort of get past the arc of fire, could sort of hit Pack 40. And then once the Pack 40 was trying to react to the first T-70, he sends in the second T-70 sort of do some damage. But there you go. Also mess with the double T-70, 45mm guns there, roaring away, constantly moving up here, taking up position there. In fact, he could even just flank up through here instead of getting behind the Pack 40 there. And then there's plenty of options there for Macos in dealing with this situation in particular. Now he knows with the Pack 40 is, he could also just, lay down smoke screen on the Pack 40 and then attack around with the T-70s. So many options here. There you go. Catches it on the move. And Austrian on the way there for Max, but there you go, got the Pack 40. In fact, right now, the rest of his force is actually quite vulnerable. But now Max is actually falling back. There is descent rather than going in, you know, for the kill. I mean, he's just cleared out the Pack 40. He could have done a ton of damage there to Max, and also still on the Pack 40. Instead, he does the opposite. He pulls back, allows him to capture the Pack 40 without really doing a lot of damage there. So that, I think, was a bit of a mistake there by Macos. If you're committing to double T70s, you gotta commit fully. You got to play them aggressively. You got to do some damage. Otherwise, you might risk not ending up doing too much with them, just wasting resources. Oh, double Macos there. Now we see Macos again sort of reacting aggressively in another sense.
The sector is at risk.
Demo chance to set off. Oh, the con's about to get wiped. There we go. Managed to barely get out of there. The old con's was there. Constituted, but there we go. Getting submachines for them. Good, good. Finally's been caught. They was moving in. Field gun not ready to support. And straight into the telemine there and kaput. T70 is kaput. Osman doing an alright job supporting the front line there. Constantly in the eastern flank getting pretty shredded by the MB42 held back there. Osman hold the line as well, but still, Macos is still in control of the map here. First maximum is right. We're going to see another maximum in a few moments.
Heavy machine gun team prepared for combat.
Veteran D2 there for the Soviet mortar crew. Definitely not bad. They're rather exposed. They need to pull it back before it's too late. It'd be a shame to lose that now. Going for the cut-off point there, where the victory point was specifically. And we got another battle rapid conscription there from Macos. More infantry being forcibly conscripted and sent to the front line. Also pushed back there by Max and Fire. Finding here in the east, Pioneer, or TC getting the Pioneers, almost got them. And the Maxim there coming under fire from the MB42, but the MB42 similarly also come under fire there. In fact, that's getting suppressed since it's focusing on the Partisans. Actually, no, he's got double MB42s now. So to help control the map, they control the flow of infantry from Macos, not bad at all. Osman being repaired. Not to get some further armor after that, but he's going to take some more fuel. Though he could try here for a supply drop zone to give him a boost of it. Nothing further from Macos, and S6 to help with the Austrian would be a good choice here. Or there's more pressure on the right flank, moving up here, securing the fuel point there, denying it to Max. Maximum too far there. It's range to the Austrian, and it's in the obvious right there for Veteran D3 MB42. That could result in a wipe there, and probably will. We got more comms there driving, but that is really painful there. Really painful. Also making engagement with the conscripts up close. Quickly and rapidly shifting aside. They also will be grabbing the Maxim there and finding an east. Also making progress there. We've got Panzer just waiting here behind some bushes and shooting the conscripts pretty dead there as well, while Ostrom flanking in the Maxim using the house. Good work there, good work there. More casualties piling up. More replacement of Mackin shooting on the way there for Macos. Go. So we're now looking at about 5 squads of conscripts there for Macos. A lot of infantry being sent in to support the tank corps. There we go. Wipe. Now down to 4 again. A lot going on there for Macos. And Max is taking advantage. There you go. Caught here with the T7 maximum combo. The Panzers will have to retreat still. Was he annihilated? Mortar field gun here with infantry ready to push through. Engineers standing about. Could consider some mines here. I mean, Macos has got a lot of munitions going for the point there as well. Good work.
Supply sector under attack.
Territory there being grabbed. MB42 setting up. Good bombardment here. Regular or smoke would I think be well suited with MB42. Or a really good hit there from someone else. Max is just hanging on here by a threat at the moment, though his men taking punishing casualties here from the Russians, but he is inflicting some damage here to the Russians as well. They're going to tank me on the Osman, damaging the engine. Push for the centre, being holded here by heavy machine gun fire. MB42 with Panzer gun to the Ostrom support. German Maxims setting up. T70 rushes through here, going for the MB42. Good move there. Comes to that pin down to the ground. We got rapid conscription again. Just getting more infantry, mortar fire raining down there. MB42 being pushed away. Panzer going in for the kill there. Could we see what? Could see what? Oh, yes, got the wipe. We got artillery raining down in the centre on the Maxim. We got rapid conscription firing off. And oh, will he make it? Will he make it? Ah, the entire unit melted in a matter of moments as the shell clashes down and the shockwave just tears him to pieces. Austin finding it from this house that is about to collapse. Veteran to flee. One good hit from the T-70 could knock it out, or a good mortar hit. Close veteran to flee, moving up there. Will he shoot? Will he shoot? Almost, almost. Will he get the Austrian out of time? No, he does not. Collapsed. Crushed, entombed. Anti-tank pod going out for the Austrian. They're almost wiped out though. Another push here for the car point. We're seeing here that Macos is just being really aggressive though. He's not taking up though. He's not taking up. He's getting more vehicles. He needs to do that. Otherwise, when he's just pouring in a lot of conscripts, and while they can work to a certain extent, you know, there's a lot of machine guns there. We got 3 machine guns for Max, and that can actually hold all the infantry. Plus the Austrian can reasonably well deal with the T-70. So really, Macos needs to add in something more. Otherwise, he risks, you know, bleeding out quite severely, and Max pushing back here. Conscripts being pinged down to the ground like insects. Conscripts being pushed back here. Panzer gun of the Austro moving out. In fact, more Panzer gun here for Max would be a pretty solid method for sort of just countering some orders. Conscripts in particular, since while Max has a lot of them, he's not doing an awful lot to actually upgrade the additional ones he's getting. Panzer come firing for the line there for Deutschland. We also got the fuel cache there, by the way. Good choice there. It shows he's got more fuel in. He's losing ground there to the communists. Max being caught here by Panzer gun dealer. Sturmgewehr fire rakes them down. Corporal Vasily was simply too slow. Comes there being suppressed. Panzer was then better away of the T-70 light tank, which is very close to Veteran T2 there. And there you go. Back at Max's base, we finally have a mechanized armor company up there. T-70 Veteran T2 increased the fancy there, so gains range for fire and accuracy. Panzer gun close getting wiped out. Maxim secures that tactic now. 4 machine guns for Maxim. 4 machine guns, 2 Maxims and 2 MD-42s. That is a lot of support fire there versus the Russian infantry. That's a lot of suppressor fire. That could actually make it very difficult for Macos to use all his infantry, because currently Max has got 1 machine gun for every squad of infantry almost there. Oh, he lost the Maxim there. That could probably put the crew there. Guns being put back there by the Austrian MD-42 pioneers being support as well. Finding here for the car point is going brutally there. The country being slaughtered. Left to die in the road. On the road specifically.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Austrian moving up, firing away. Veterans who won 13 kills for das Vaterland.
We may trigger rapid conscription at your command.
And another rapid conscription there available for Macos. So much rapid conscription. Conscripts versus Ostrom. Mortar up there versus the Austrian. Maxims. No, that's the MD-42 sitting up there. Panther 4. Maxim covering here again. Recruit. Veteran to flee. 1 is setting up further behind. And we got more rapid conscription there. More meat for the meat grinder. That's another wave is advanced forward. Time here looking at damage wise. There's the stats here. Mick game analysis. We got more damage here from Max, but also more kills. And of course, with the rapid conscription, of course, I mean, Macos will be operating a lot more fearlessly. So, I mean, obviously, more casualties will be suffered despite, you know, having gone for Ostrom, which also provides for more infantry. So, I'm not so surprised at this. Again, the tactics that Macos does employ will result in high casualties. In terms of army value, though, I mean, he's been rather hit them close, but now can we see with more armor? Max is getting ahead. In terms of resource flow, it's actually quite close, but now in fact we're seeing here that Max is also floating ahead there. That's definitely something he needs to look into. In terms of points out there again, he's been very much dominant. There's been a slight point here where Max were good, but I mean pretty much that's sort of once he really got the infantry flowing. He's just been able to consistently overwhelm his opponent, just largely again using conscripts, a single mortar, and a T-70. So I mean it's not like you know, the conscripts are doing poorly, though of course they are bleeding out, and again that's where rapid conscription certainly helps out. Again, if he'd gone for more submachine guns, I'm pretty sure he could have been bleeding out. You know, Max a lot more, or had he been more aggressive with the double T-70s around here again, I'm pretty sure things would have looked a bit differently as well now. In fact, it might have even been over. But looking at the current situation, Max needs more aggressive, he needs to push back his opponent more, he needs to use MGs a bit more aggressive as well, he needs to try and push back and sort of gain territory, and I think you try and use the armor here to actually catch the mortar and wipe it out, because currently it's virtually free, which means in terms of just using it defensively, it's actually quite potent there for Macos, and can really sort of frustrate any attack there from Max. So if you can sort of get rid of that, that would be a huge boon there to Max. More Panzer Grenadiers, I think, will also be necessary with all the conscripts there that are coming out on the field. He needs some infantry that can sort of really bleed them out, and for that, you need Panzer Grenadiers when you're the Wehrmacht. More Panzer Force down the road to sort of further help with the infantry, but also prepare for armor, would further also be, I think, good choice there for Max. If you can do that, I think he's got a good chance of sort of pushing back. For Macos, armor is now the name of the game. T-34s, maybe an extra 5. Maybe some CoH2s, or just another mortar really in terms of artillery. I think would do him quite as well, just setting up more fuel than for T-34s. Then sort of his opponent, more flanking here, sort of trying to get the points around here and perhaps even sort of hit his base a bit. And of course be more aggressive, but at the same time, of course, not just charging where it's thickest. I mean, if you can get some Pack 40s, for example, that would be good. Or steel backs on the machine guns, that would also serve Macos quite well. More submachine guns would be good, and I think perhaps eventually Howard, so they just sort of lie down some really heavy artillery will work well as well. I mean, there's a lot of options there for Macos. But let's return to the fight and see what happens next. He's pinned down. Panzer going to be caught with the T7 light tank and quickly send running. And there we go, we got a T-34 sub-6 on the way from Macos. Max will caught out in the open. By the field gun, which of course quickly pulls back, so it's got nothing to do with by the Max. Panzer 4 moves ahead there, can't have a chance of actually bluffing out the field gun. In fact, we see it, well, he's got nothing else. In fact, Max is playing a bit of a high-risk game there. Oh no! No, he pulls back, he does not go for it, he does not try to drive behind and actually clear out there. I think that's a mistake then again. It might have been all the constant and the parts of the tank that are running from the other side that actually where it pulls back his Panzer 4. And then going to the dispatch, again he gets bowed and drives right up the field gun, which is now got nothing to cover, it's flanked, nothing to protect itself, versus the Panzer is trying right past it with support from an Austrian and Pioneer, so that's why there is an anti-tank weapon now available to Max. They decide he does not want that Russian Scheiße. More assaults there, T-34 moving ahead there for the motherland.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Pioneers push back, Panzer 4 being further pushed back, please be careful. Go check for the field gun, mark through it there. Used against the Germans, T-70, T-34 moving in. Units being lost there, but he's got rapid retreat, he just keeps getting more. He's up to 6 squads of conscripts now. Just so much infantry. Not recruiting the field gun yet. Both from there taking losses. A aggressive counter-attack there from Macos. Pushing back Max. He's also been active very close there to Veteran G2. And he's almost got another Veteran G fleet and G42 as well. That is impressive.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Certainly also a bit scary there for the end. There you go, Panzer recording. Catching a non-veteran conscript, and again they're Veteran G2, almost Veteran fleet. I mean, those conscripts have got very minimal chance of surviving this. In particular, he's got no Molotovs. And there you go, with a Maxim supporting the Panzer Grenadiers. That is pretty much decided. In fact, Veteran fleet gain. T-34 moving up, trying to get lost with the Pack 4 supporting. The T-34 still no chance. And there you go, T-34 knocked out there. That was a bit reckless, I think, there by Macos.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
Trying to get the Austrian instead losses T-34. He's a bit of trouble. Panzer 4 moving out. Panzer Schleck flying. Constant pin to the ground. Panzer 4 moving ahead. They're halfway to Veterancy 1. Macos ascent here needs to be a bit careful. They're just getting increasingly extended.
The enemy is taking our territory.
And he's still just relying on a single field gun. Unit wipe there.
Squad of infantry has been killed.
But again, there's more where they're coming from as far as Macos is concerned.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Do not worry, we have reserves, eh? Do not, comrade.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
Austrian there getting 22 kills. Max though still not really got good map control there versus Macos, who is still largely dominant there. Another artillery strike. Oh, got the mortar! Good lord, talk about counter-artillery. Just wiped the veteran fleet mortar entirely. And also they're going to have for the T-70. Almost got it, almost got it. Still have health there. He actually steals the mortar. Does he actually get away with it? Does. Cheeky. Very cheeky. So 5 conscripts got only 1 now with submachine guns. Parts of tank hunters. No more armor there again. All the infantry does impose a bit of a manpower bleed on Macos in particular, seeing that he's playing again. So it does make it difficult for him to just build up the armor advantage, despite having the fuel to actually build up a sizable armor advantage over Max here, who's actually beginning to float quite a bit of resource. There needs to be careful of that. Needs to be very careful.
The territory is out of contact.
Because they're being suppressed. Max is pushing up the west as well for further west. The far west. Halfway to infantry on that Ostwind. It took time since we've seen a vet for the Ostwind. Well, you rarely see a vet to 2 Ostwinds, and that's actually quite nice down there. Also moving back here with the conscripts. Another conscript loss there for Max. Bit of loss there for Reich. Too big though. And there you go. Field gun caught him with 2 machine guns, the veteran M42 and a veteran to Maxim. The crew had just been mercilessly gunned down, the gun shield doing nothing for them. And in the east there we got conscript into the Ostwind's fire. Casualties piling up, the pioneers have just been pushed back. Veteran M42 needs to be closer here, but it's just focused on the victory point. West side collapsed.
Enemy has killed a machine gun crew.
And a machine gun crew has been lost there. Panzer IV firing in. Can actually go for another Panzer IV. Max needs to stop floating resources though. Come on, Mac, go for another Panzer IV and Panzer this. There we go. Panzer Grenadier. Deutschland's finest. And we got Macos there going for the SU-5 medium tank destroyer. Comes there being shredded.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
T-70 super close to veteran defeat there. Still maintaining map control, but the problem for Macos is right now he's beginning to really suffer some losses there. Whereas Macos sort of able to play a bit more efficiently.
Su-85 tank destroyer ready.
And has thusly not racked up a huge, manpower deficit, which makes it difficult for him to get out more armor. Compared to Macos, who is struggling a bit. They're getting armor out in the field due to all the country he's got there. He's losing several squads now. Of course, he could always go for another rapid conscription and sort that out. Oh, we need to be careful with that SU-5. Wrong move there, and he could be knocked out pretty rapidly. Flank there by the T-70 itself. And Panzer IV staying down with him. You've got 2 support pack 40 covering the centre. Panzer gun is ready to report and ration assault there as well. And there you go. Veteran defeat conscript into the veteran defeat. Panzer is line of fire, and they are dropping their advance. Pioneers bring up support as well. Get Fritz though. He's quickly avenged with a bit of interest there. Panzer IV taking his from Nation 5. Conscript anti-tank hunters moving in there. We're straight to the veteran for 2-pack 45 in Nation 5. Need to pull back that tank destroyer. MG lost there. No rapid confusion over Macos despite not having a ton of munitions. He's got 400 munitions. Come on, Macos. Aren't the Germans trying to conserve ammunition? Which really was a problem by late 1944-45. Where they might only be able to fire a few shots every day in support of the infantry. So right now, as we're getting to a period of a disparity between the 2 forces, Max is big. Oh, he's gone for the heavy Panzer Corps there, actually. I'm playing for the Panzerwerfer, Sturmpanzer or Panther.
You need something?
Osman going to need some repairs.
Assault gun ready.
Let's see if the infantry concentrating to that. Maybe Max will be holding up Russian into the centre. Lieutenant flanking through here. Got the mortar there cleared by Osman moving ahead. 27 kills on that MU-42 crew. They've really done excellent work there for the Spartan round. More rapid conscription.
Enemy has broken our supply
Fighting
lines.
east, their panzers being pushed back. More mortar fire. And there you go, halted by the MU-42, almost 30 kills for Deutschland.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Good having territory there. And veterans of the Panzer are going to be leading the charge, but straight into action fire.
The bunker has been approved with
Got
an
it there, and
MG
this Black Panzer opening up there in the Kommunisten. And also up, we got S-Mans going down around the eastern fuel point to prevent harassment there, easily there from Macos. CoH2 has been fixed up. He's being used increasingly passive there as the centre of the map there is being held under control, making it hard for him to manoeuvre it freely versus the German tanks. Max is very close to be able to call in the Panther or Sturmpanzer. In fact, he can call in the Sturmpanzer if he wants to. Of course, what he might want is actually the Panther.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
And we got a Katyusha there for Macos, a bit of rocket artillery. Could work out, could work out. 400 munitions, good lord.
The enemy has taken our supply
There's the
sector.
victory point there.
Yes, comrade.
Grabbing it for the not the motherland, but Deutschland. The pioneers swiftly and as safely as they can do it. Panzer's been falling, he's bring up there. Katyusha power, there goes stun round there from the 40 heat round pierces through. Panzer moves in, Katyusha
Your efforts.
not finding some back way, but basically in without any infantry sweep by the way there. And a bandit knocked out. That was definitely not the best handling that they should fight by Macos. In fact, he's just down to conscripts and a single part of tank on score besides the Katyusha right now. Max was killed there, so that's again 4 machine guns there for Max and the Wehrmacht. Katyusha barracks here trying to get the Panzers getting off. Some of them, but it's ultimately not enough. Panzer pulling back there. Close to half up and half now. He's just holding up his men as well there. Macos is beginning to feel a bit desperate in his fight against the Wehrmacht, against the Germans. Straight to the maximum here. Freshly recruited. Gunning down the infantry advances through here. Trumpeting hold as well. We got the vets in the MU-42 with 30 kills. 31 kills. It's actually rare to get to see an MU-42 with that many kills.
Ostwind standing by.
I want to have over here 26 kills.
Pioneer. The enemy is taking our
We've seen more rapid
territory.
conscription there from Macos. I'm surprised he actually didn't lay down a lot of mines and get more demo charges there to help defend the flanks and the likes there took on. Bit of a mistake there, I would say, I think, by Macos. I feel like he might have wasted some of that munitions by not using it.
A sector.
There we go, we got a Panther on the way there for Max. And the comfortable from Sarkin.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Also very close to Vincent to flee. Vincent to on the mortar crew there. But he can't get his too high pop capture to get himself a Panther. He needs to lose something. Meanwhile, got another issue fire there for Macos. Another tank destroyer.
We are losing supplies to
Two
the
bands in
enemy.
the issue 5, however, one sort of just based on the T-34 chassis, but also one based on the issue 100 chassis, which actually I think was an extended T-34 chassis to make room for the gun. Even then, it was too big for the tank destroyer. Another fun fact about the issue 100 of us is actually I think saw action in the Cold War.
We have a new SU-85 to deploy.
It was being slaughtered up close by the Austrian, very close for infantry. 27 kills. Almost right there. H-55 setting up, Katyusha hanging back. Not really getting much done killing there. Austrians opening up there, coming under fire. Katyusha moving ahead. Panther still not being made. Of course, he's still at too high a pop cap. Nothing to wipe. We got Katyusha firing there, point blank, trying to catch the Austrian. I think that's pretty optimistically done there by Macos. I mean, trying to knock out a vehicle with the Katyusha is very optimistic. Don't know about it. We can do it. We can do it. I think. He cancels the Panther, and it's probably just about as he's sort of able to sort of call it in. A bit more. But still very close. He just wait a bit longer. Away he goes for another Panther 4, another Panzerkampfwagen. Panzer going to do flanking in here. H5 quickly pulling back, constantly moving up instead. A few other forces reinforcing there. H5 gets over hit at close range, killing Paul Dieter, and we've got another railroad support call down here right in the midst of everything, just to disrupt Max's movement in the western side of space for the time there, and basically lock down the air for roughly half a minute.
We fight bravely for the Reich. The enemy is down. The enemy is taking our territory. Panzer 4.
There you go, another Panzer 4 there for Max and the Wehrmacht. You know, just moving up here, we got a Max from there set up there. Austin fighting for another side, Panzer's ready to join in. And he's lost a lot of conscripts actually. He's lost a lot of infantry all of a sudden. I wonder if one got wiped out there by the artillery piece, who knows? Oh, he's just down to 4 conscript squads, 1 H-85 and a Katyusha, and that's going to be 3 conscript squads in a few moments. Macos is just falling apart here. Feels like he's getting increasingly desperate there versus Max, who's just striking back harder and harder. With additional armor support, there's only going to be more worrisome. In fact, we got Bench defeat on the Austrian again. Very rare sight there, very rare sight. Not very mobile and have very high rate of fire. And there you go, wipes. He's just down to 1 conscript squad. H-5 Katyusha with the T-34 on the way. The victory point wise is not looking good either. Katyusha fires. He's not really getting the most out of it. I think it's better either with a howitzer or another vulture sooner on. Moving in there. Second Panzer 4 crease to flank the H-5 there. H-5 needs to build distance there. He's just flying almost there. T-34 moving up. 41 kills on that Austrian. And there goes second H-5 kaput, more or less almost the same spot as the previous one. T-34 they're ramming, but this is pretty much GG, so I'm just going to stop here. Game over here. Macos, while again initially doing well, the problem was really he wasn't really able to sort of transition over to sort of a bigger strategy there. I mean, he just kept getting conscripts, which again can actually get you surprisingly fine companies too. The problem is if your opponent can survive to some extent enough, get out better troops and get out armor, you kind of end up losing traction. It's a bit like relying too much on Ostrom. I mean, it's not to say the conscripts are bad, it's just largely unupgraded conscripts can't do everything for you. It's a bit, again, like, say, relying on unupgraded Ostrom or unupgraded grenadiers. And basically, unupgraded basic infantry can only get you so far. I mean, had he upgraded more with submachine guns, he'd done well. Had he got more support members and not lost them, he would have done well. But overall, he needs to bring up more armor. And the problem was he just kept beating himself up for manpower with the tactics utilised to bring out sufficient armor to crush him. And again, there was a time he probably could have finished off soon with the double T-70s. But again, he didn't push for it. So there's sort of a aggressive drive behind him, but never quite aggressive enough to sort of really just lunge for some opportunities to really just finish off the fight there. So I think there was a real mistake there by Macos. But again, a highlight there in just how potent just a lot of conscripts can be. But again, also in their weaknesses as the game progresses and your opponent brings up tougher infantry and actual armor, which again is where Macos struggled a bit. There was proper use of his armor. His was a bit mishandled and so on there. But I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave you some tactics, some strategies for your matches. If it did, why not subscribe, tell a friend, share it with everyone, and remember to press like, and so on. And if you didn't, send a replay and provide some feedback in the comment section. If you do send a replay, provide links to where you are on the leaderboards and so on, details, length of the match, and so on. So thank you all for joining in. Hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you tomorrow for another exciting episode. Cheers!